Hi, and welcome back to the channel. We're married to vinyl.
We certainly are. All right, this week we want to do a quick call and response sort of video. Dave at Mfidelity, we'll put description of his, or in our description we'll put his channel in there. Definitely go check it out. He just did a recent video posting, it was like, what was it called? Something about five side projects in 5 minutes. So we're like, oh, got us thinking, let's do it. That'd be fun thing to do, a little riff on. Just go through some of our favorite side projects for bands. But Married to Vinyl style, it's going to be like supersized.
Yeah.
We can't keep it under 5 minutes.
And we got to qualify. This is not a vinyl tag or anything. It's just that Dave had a great idea.
Yeah, we thought it'd be fun to
just to pick up on that and go.
And then, right before we get started, just a quick shout out to Steve Carlson, Steve Carlson Vinyl Community.
Oh, yeah.
And to Martin at Martin's Vinyl. They both were really kind enough in their recent videos to kind of give us a shout out. So hats off, or thank you, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you to both.
Yeah, thank you so much. They're both really, great guys, great channels. Definitely check them out. We'll put them in the description as well.
Yes, for sure.
All right, so let's get started on these favorite side projects.
Yeah. So we're going to start with Dukes of the Stratosphere. I know Dave
as part of his,
had these guys in there, and we love Dukes of the Stratosphere. It's one of the bands that we bonded over when we first met. It's because they're XTC, and this is sort of like a 60s psychedelic wonderland. It is fantastic.
60s psych pop. It's Sonic Sunspot is what it's called.
Yes.
1987. Dave in his video showed their first EP, which I think was from 85. That's 25 O'Clock.
25 O'Clock, yes.
Which we have too, but so we're kind of continuing it on from his video. Here we go. Yeah, great stuff. If you like XTC, you like 60s psychedelic pop stuff, you're going to love this. I mean, it's really good.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
love it.
Really, really fun band. Okay, next one of my favorite, probably our favorite artists of all time too. This is Mark and the Mambas, which is Mark Almond from Soft Cell. This one's from 82. This one's called Untitled. And this had Matt Johnson from The on it as well, on guitar.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, he wrote half the stuff.
Oh,
and
I didn't know that.
It was on Some Bizarre. They were on Some Bizarre. This one, though, Mark and the Mambas, Torment and Toreros. Here's the back of this one. Sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself. So, Torment and Toreros, this one's from 1983. This is a top 10 album maybe of all time for me. This is a double album. They're both double albums, but this is like a true double album. Just like, I mean, he threw this guy was like, it was during Soft Cell. I mean, he was on so many drugs at this point. Like, he barely slept. I don't know how. I've read so many articles about this album. It's like flamenco, Scott Walker, there's piano, dirgy ballads, there's guitar, gothic, I mean, you name it, it's all over the place.
Is this the one where he's doing some of his Jacques Brel?
Oh yeah, Jacques Brel stuff. I mean, it's that kind of Scott Walker, Jacques Brel, that, but it's, oh man, check this album out. Even if you don't like Soft Cell or whatever, but this is just a classic of all time. I mean, unbelievable. We're still in 1983, and I guess Susie and the Banshees decided, I'm sick of seeing everybody all together in the same room. Let's do separate projects.
Ooh.
So we got this one, The Creatures, Susie and Budgie, of course. They did Feast album, and this is all like a lot of percussion and just, all kinds of different wind chime type stuff, or what do you call
percussion.
Yeah, woodwind and I don't know, all kinds of different xylophones and just all kinds of crazy budgie type stuff. But yeah, really, really cool stuff.
And this is Steve Severin and Robert Smith from The Cure, so this is a bit of a double side project. Between The Cure and Susie. So yeah, this is The Glove. That
was when Robert was with Susie at the time. They were doing the live tour, and then Hyena and album came out next year and whatever. And
then didn't he have a bit of a collapse?
He had a bit of he was doing double duty as well. Too much drugs, too much work going on.
He was doing way too much.
Yeah, so. But two great albums.
Yeah.
All right, next up this is from 1984. It's called Rainy Day. This is a bit of an LA supergroup, I guess you could say. It's got members of the 3 O'Clock, the Dream Syndicate, the Bangles, the Rain Parade, and a couple of members on that Rain Parade went on to form Mazzy Star coming up. And this is just it's a covers album, just a classic Paisley Underground. They did covers of Neil Young, Bob Dylan, Beach Boys, Velvet Underground, The Who.
And Big Star.
Yeah. So Holocaust by Big Star. Yeah, this is just a really cool one-off side project. Yeah, good one to have.
And then
1984 still.
Is this 1984?
Yeah.
Okay, and so one of our favorite bands, and one of our favorite bands to see live, they still just rock live, is The Damned. And so we had some Damned side projects. So
Got some Damned side projects?
Some Damned side projects.
This is a good one.
Yeah, this is Naz Nomad and the Nightmares. So this is Dave Vanian, Rat Scabies, Roman Jug from The Damned.
A couple other dudes too. I can't remember who.
Yeah, this is a fictional soundtrack. Give Daddy the Knife, Cindy. It's all
60s and psychedelic nuggets and garage rock stuff. Yeah, like they cover the Seeds and Electric Prunes and.
Oh yeah, and this is in psychedelic color.
Oh, it is. I think we have 2 copies of this. Shockingly, one of them's like a blue vinyl. I can't remember which one. Yeah,
fancy.
We're not getting too in depth on this video. We're just kind of going.
Yeah, just whipping through.
And then another Damned side project, Dave Vanian and the Phantom Chords. This is from 1995. They recorded an album before this and it got scrapped. Some kind of major issue with the label that they were on, and that album still remains on.
Oh, that still hasn't seen the light of day.
But I ended up finding like a vinyl rip on it online somewhere. Like there was a test pressing of it. Sounds great. Anyway, this is rockabilly. It's Dave. Rat Scabies was on the first album. I don't think he's on this one. I think Roman Jug, kind of similar to that band, but a couple of different people on this one. This is like rockabilly, kind of that 60s widescreen psych pop stuff too as well. But yeah, mostly rockabilly stuff. But anything with Dave singing.
As you can see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
He took on that persona.
He did.
Yeah, pretty much until.
Dave Vanian, one of the best dressed men in rock and roll.
Oh yeah, amazing, and best voices too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, now another one of our favorite bands. I think we've talked about them before and worn shirts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Red Cross side project called Tater Tots.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Tots.
Aliens, what's it called?
The Alien Slee Stacks from Brazil.
Yes, and this one I can't remember this off the top of my head. Mono Stereo Sergeant Shonen's Exploding Plastic Eastman Band Requests. Oh man, I need a breath. So yeah, you can tell this is just they're having fun with the 60s as well. I mean, these guys are kids. They love the 60s, obviously.
These are some great fun. These are just like,
and they're like star-studded cast. It's got like a bunch of members from like local LA punk bands, like Chemical People and I think White Flag,
the Germs,
Salvation
Army.
Oh yeah.
45 Grave, the Adolescents.
Yeah, all that stuff.
All that stuff on here.
And it's got this one. Obviously, it's what did it say?
Oh, that's Shonen Knife.
It's got members of all of Shonen Knife on there. And one of them, I forget which one, has Danny Bonaducci.
Right.
She didn't even know that. I tried. The Partridge Family.
I didn't grow up with the Partridge Family.
I was surprised.
I know who they are, but I didn't know.
I figured you would have, I guess, on your 2 channels in Australia.
We did. We only had 2 channels when
I'm not making fun. I'm serious. But anyway, Danny Bonaducci. He's on one of these.
You learn something new every day.
There you go. Yeah. But I mean, Red Cross, so these are just really kind of whacked out fun. But some of it's just really.
As you can tell from the covers as well.
Oh yeah. They like the Beatles.
Giant nod to the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then while we're on the Red Cross kick, one more side project here from Red Cross, Z Malibu Kids. They're definitely an LA band. This was from 2002, so it was Steve and Jeff from the McDonald brothers from Red Cross. Then it had Anna Warrenker.
Oh, from that
dog. Anna is married to Steven. And then they also has the drummer, which I don't know if you can tell right back here. Oh, she's on the front too. This is Astrid. She is the child of Jeff McDonald and Charlotte Caffey. Where is it? Right here, from the Go-Go's. So they're like 2 power star-studded musical power couples. That's awesome. This kid, Astrid was like, I don't know, man. She's tiny, but she plays the drums on this album. So it's a family affair, which that's just all.
I think eventually Astrid ended up forming her own band called Side Eyes.
Side Eyes. So that's some heavy punk stuff. We saw them live, and she went from a little girl here to she's got a shouty mouth on her.
Oh man, she's got a big voice.
They were loud.
Voice, yeah.
But anyway, Red Cross can't go wrong. And then another, boy, we're going through all of our favorite artists.
Yeah.
Another of our favorite artists is The Church, of course. You probably heard us mention that. Steve Kilbey, very prolific man. He's in so many different side projects.
He's always doing something.
He's always doing something. Solo projects.
Somebody.
So one of his first, I think, this is, we're going to do this in alphabetical order.
What?
H-I-J. Just happened. We could have done a K with Kilby Kennedy.
Oh my God, we blew it.
All right, so this one's Hex. This is from 1989. This is with Donette Thayer. It's just Donette Thayer and Steve Kilbey. And Donette Thayer was from from Game Theory.
Theory, yeah.
Yeah, another LA band, or not LA, they were from Davis, but another, you know, kind of, they were one of the first college, rock bands, I guess they'd call them. Psychedelic, kind of power poppy as well, but yeah, really cool.
And Game Theory, that was Mitch Easter, right?
He produced them.
Okay.
It was, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, alphabetical, I happen to have this. Another side project, this is from 2012, this is Isidor. They had a first album, I think it was like 2004. And this is Steve Kilbey and Jeffrey Kane, and Jeffrey's was from Remy Zero. They were an LA band, LA-based band.
Yeah.
And then he later now is a member of The Church.
He is,
yeah. He was a touring member for quite a while when Marty and Peter were still in the band. And then he became, on their last 3 albums, he's a full-fledged member, so yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, really good stuff, too. Both these albums are fantastic.
The Isidor stuff is really, really good. Yeah. And then this one, this is another sort of double collaboration, side project for both of them. This is Jack Frost, so this is Steve Kilbey and Grant McLennan from the Go-Betweens. So this is such a classic album.
It's really good.
It's so fantastic.
Red Eye Records.
Oh
too.
yeah, I don't know if you can see it's on the Red Eye label, which is a classic Australian label. So this is such a brilliant album.
So that was from 1990. So that Hex one was from 89. And then 90, and at the same time he was doing The Church. I think Gold After New Fix came out around that time. And then it's like, dude, this guy doesn't rest. And then they did a second Jack Frost album in like 94. I forget what that one's called, Snow Job, and that one's even better. I mean, that's amazing. And that's coming out on vinyl. I think it's being reissued in a couple of months.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
nice.
sometime in 2025, yeah. So we'll definitely get that one.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, great stuff. I mean, Grant and Kilbey together. I saw that tour.
Oh, you did?
Grant and Steve played a show at Cafe Largo in LA. Just the two of them acoustic, and a friend of Mike and I went. We were really close. Oh,
that's
so
such
good.
a small, intimate venue.
Oh, yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Next up, this is called another one of these bands trying to nod to the 60s where bands used to change their names around just for fun. This is the Bent-Backed Tulips. They took their name from a Beatles line, Looking Through the Bent-Backed Tulips.
Yeah.
Glass Onion. This is Drama Rama in disguise. They had that hit with Anything Anything. This one's on New Rose. It's Drama Rama. I mean, it's garagey, alternative rock. Really cool. A lot of acoustic stuff on this. Couple covers. But yeah, psychedelic kind of 60s stuff, whatever, too. Really, really cool album.
And who's the Drama Rama guy that does the Breakfast with the Beatles on the radio?
Oh, yeah, the bass player. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. Does he still do that?
I don't know if he still does.
He used to do that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to tune in every now and then on a Sunday morning and just listen.
And
to
they're still kind of kicking around Drama Rama. He didn't come back, though.
Oh, he didn't?
Yeah, he didn't want to do it anymore for whatever reason, but... This is a great album. Yeah, again, if you like Drama Rama, check this out. This was an import only, too, for a U.S. band on New Rose. You could only get this way. I didn't even know it was coming out at the time. I remember just going to the store and they had it.
Hey.
And oh, cool.
All right, so I'm going to go with the Grinderman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't read this title.
No.
No, yeah,
yes.
no.
So this is Nick Cave, and a couple of other members from the Bad Seeds, Warren Ellis, Martin Casey.
Yeah.
So this is, just a little side project where they got to embrace their 70s porn tashes, I guess. I don't know.
He did get the porn tash for a few years. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
It was a look.
Oh boy.
My God.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this was, just a little grungier and dirtier and just letting out all those...
Well, no wonder he's got a song called This. The second song on the album, look it up.
Yeah.
You wear a porn tash like that, you're going to have these blues. All right, you probably know what we're talking about. If you know, you know. Yeah, if not, look it up.
Yeah. Grinderman.
All right. Okay, now we're getting to, those were a lot of legacy or older type bands. Now we're getting into a few newer ones. Newer-ish, 90s probably on. This one, The Hot Rats. I don't know if you can tell who that might be. This is basically Gaz and Danny from Supergrass. We saw this show as well.
Oh, that was so much fun.
So it was just they were just missing the bass player. He was like, I think he injured himself, so they went off and did this side
project. Roof or something.
Yeah, something. And so he couldn't tour, and they just like, let's do this. It's all covers. They do the Beatles, the Sex Pistols, Syd Barrett, the Kinks, Velvet, or Lou Reed, the Who, I think, English Beat. Did I say Sex Pistols?
Yeah, did you do Roxy?
And Roxy Music too, yeah. I mean, it's a great album. I mean, a nod to all their obvious influences, but really cool record and really good show too.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Yeah, that was.
It is just.
They came out dressed like they had like black and white striped convicts.
Oh yeah.
Like they were prisoners or whatever.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was cool. Yeah.
All right. This is
such a great album.
Fun album. It is so great. This is Norman Blake from Teenage Fan Club and Eurus Child from Gorky's Zygotic Monkey.
Or is it Eros?
Eros.
What was it? We heard something pronounced. We always say Euros, but I think it's Eros, right?
Eros, yeah.
Childs,
Eros
Gorky's Zygotic Monkey.
Yeah, and this is just such a great album.
It's just fun. Put a smile on your face, album.
It really does. I mean, with songs like Which is Which.
Oh my goodness.
And
that starts it off. Which is which?
Which is which? Yeah. And do the cave dance.
Oh, the cave dance is awesome. Oh man, we might make a playlist for this because this is fun stuff.
We just have so much fun with this album, and
it's great.
I just had to. Well, we just had to call this one out. It's a great album.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It probably sounds more like Eros than Norman Blake, but they both sing and they both it's
if
really
you haven't checked out Eros Child's
or Gorky's
solo stuff or anything, his stuff is so tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is so catchy
and quirky,
and it's amazing.
All right, last couple.
Serpent
Power, Electric Looney Land. Look at that. That cover is awesome. That would be a great t-shirt too. There's the back. This is two members of, we've talked about the Coral, which we love. This is Paul Malloy and Ian Skelly from the Coral, and this is very much psychedelic 60s garage pop, garage
rock. It's a fun album as
another
well.
Fun record, but oh man, it's so good. They do it's pastiche kind of, but they do it so well, and they've kind of modernized it, and just anything from the Coral, anything related to the Coral, everything they do is just really, really good. So always worth a check out. But they did two albums. This is their second, I believe, from 2017.
And you can just tell from the cover.
Oh yeah, they're having fun.
What you're in for.
And the back too. Yeah. I mean, really, just really cool stuff.
Yeah. All right, so I get the one with the bum on it, and maybe I get this one because maybe I've got an inkling about cricket.
Yes.
So this is the Lewis Duckworth method.
Duckworth
Lewis method. And this is, who is this again? This is Martin Hannon from...
Neil Hannon.
Neil Hannon from...
The Divine Comedy.
From Divine Comedy. And the dude from Pugwash, what's his name?
Thomas Walsh from a band called band called Pugwash. They're like 60s psych pop, kind of early Beatles, Beatles, early Bee Gees psych pop, and then a little bit of power pop. This is the combination of their efforts. Really good. They both sing.
Yeah, and this is their homage to the game of cricket.
Yeah, it's their second album. They did two albums on cricket.
Yeah,
it's like their version of the baseball project.
Right, I know, because I guess the Duckworth Lewis method is some sort of a ploy or a play.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it's things like
cricket.
Sticky Wickets, and it's just not cricket.
The album's called Sticky Wickets.
And I should know more about cricket. I just don't.
That's a complicated game.
And I think in here he calls out, like, if you're any Australian cricket fans, Dennis Lilly and Jeff Thompson and things like that. And
I don't know.
So if you know,
I'm lost. If you know, you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
So yeah. Duckworth Lewis.
All right, I think that's enough. There's others, I'm sure. We just kind of, what's the ones we kind of could think of in about a little quick 10-15 minutes. What can we rustle up?
Yeah.
But that was fun though. Thanks Dave for that idea. That was really fun to visit these.
Yeah, we shamelessly plagiarized that idea. So
yes. All right.
Thanks for watching.
All right, thank you, and we will see you on the next video.
Yeah, take care. Happy digging.
Bye.